Stop. Then he was like, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we can just hang out. Then he was like, why don't we like go shopping? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, this just saying.
We all know that 50 Cent never holds back when disparaging Diddy Combs. Their feud has lasted decades, and now 50 Cent appears to be preparing for something bigger. His documentary production company is reportedly set to expose Diddy's past, including his alleged sexual encounters with the rappers he's worked with. If you're interested in seeing the complete list, you've probably seen countless videos discussing it amid all the accusations surrounding Diddy and the disturbing things he's been involved in. Keep an eye out for 50 Cent's remarks against Diddy. 50 Cent's long-standing feud with Diddy is just getting hotter, and it seems like he's ready to blow things up this time.
There are rumors that 50 is working on a documentary about Diddy's legal issues, which, if accurate, might intensify their already fierce rivalry. However, before we get into the most recent, let's take a moment to look back at a classic 50 Cent maneuver in which he casually throws shade at P. Diddy. When Diddy allegedly used kettlebells to attack his son's football coach, most people would either remain silent or remain neutral, especially if they were friends. However, 50 Cent went on Instagram and laughed about it right away. He later clarified why he thought it was funny, saying, "Yeah, it was really funny." Did Diddy find it amusing? Probably not. When I first heard the story, it was just hilarious to me because, regardless of your level of success, whether you're a writer, producer, or mogul, as soon as you get into trouble, they label you a rapper again. In a powerful lyric, 50 Cent said, "Who shot Biggie Smalls? We don't get them, they're going to kill us all, man." Puffy knows who hit that nay. This bold statement not only fueled the ongoing feud but also reignited public interest in the unresolved murder that has haunted the hip-hop community for decades. Despite the seriousness of the accusation, the history of the 50 Cent and P. Diddy feud explains that the animosity has deep roots that can be traced back to 50 Cent's explosive track, The Bomb, which was directed at Diddy. 50 Cent has never provided hard proof to support his allegations that Diddy was involved in the murder. Diddy has continuously denied knowing anything about the murderer and insisted that he is not connected in any way. Their interactions have turned into a public spectacle that is typified by social media, lyrical diseases, and jabs that have. When both rappers were selected to promote rival vodka companies, the years-long rivalry became even more intense and took on a commercial dimension. Since 2007, Diddy has co-owned Crow, a brand that has come to represent his name and way of life. In contrast, 50 Cent joined the Dutch company FN Vodka as its spokesperson in 2015, sparking a heated rivalry between the two during an appearance on the well-known podcast Drink Champs in 2018. 50 Cent was unreserved in his criticism of Diddy's brand. He said, "Puffs is not even vodka, it's grapes. And you know what I'm saying," raising questions about the legitimacy of Diddy's product. He then promoted a Fan Vodka, highlighting its exceptional quality. The proper technique to deal with a headache after finishing a bottle of Ciroc is to drink a Fan, which is brewed from Holland wheat and distilled 5 times to reduce the amount of sugar. I told you that in 2018 I was smarter. 50 Cent intensified the conflict in his long-running feud with Diddy by. In an episode of the podcast Drink Champs, 50 Cent described a chat with Diddy that made him uneasy, frequently calling him fruity, a phrase he uses to imply that Diddy displays dubious masculinity. Fruity says to Fabulous, "Fantastic, you and I need to party," but he has no idea what he's saying. 50 Cent expressed his discomfort with such remarks by sharing a personal story about a time at Chris Lighty's wedding, when Diddy made a surprising offer to take me shopping. I looked at him and said, "What did you just say?" "Let me move, man, before I do something. You're going to make me mess up the wedding." No, that's what a guy says to a girl. I don't have any beef with Fif, he loves me. Why all can't see that he loves me? You think that's hate? You know he loves me, 50 Cent stated in response to Diddy's response to the escalating rumors about their feud during an appearance on The Breakfast Club that same year. Diddy's remarks sought to minimize the continuing competition by implying that 50 Cent's attacks were more lighthearted than confrontational. However, in 2022, personal dynamics introduced even another level of stress to their relationship. Joy, 50 Cent's son's mother, posted a video of Diddy's performance at the iHeartRadio Music Festival on social media. 50 Cent was offended by this public show of support for Diddy and responded to his remarks by criticizing her for what he saw as betrayal. In 2023, Diddy's ex-girlfriend Cassie filed a lawsuit against him in November, claiming that she had been sexually assaulted and physically abused for 10 years. Joy expressed her frustration in a now-deleted Instagram comment saying, "Please stop doing this to me. I never bother you and I'm an outstanding mother to our son. Can we just focus on that, please?" Before they agreed to a settlement, Diddy refuted the claims. However, a day after she filed, many more people came forward with identical claims, before leaving his position as chairman of his Revolt firm. Diddy angrily refuted every subsequent allegation. Meanwhile, 50 Cent wanted to take control of the media company. "Since you are aware that T and Cadillac would withdraw, I'll purchase it from you, Playboy, for a cheap price." Using X, 50 Cent wrote, "Sell it to me and I'll pay you a few bucks so we can become buddies. Calling my phone in March 2024 is serious." Amid a federal sex trafficking investigation, Homeland Security assessed 2 of Diddy's houses, as we verified in March. Yesterday, search warrants were executed at Mr. Coles's dwellings, including a flagrant abuse of military-level force. There is no justification for the excessive use of force and animosity displayed by authorities or the treatment of Diddy's children and staff. According to a statement released by Diddy's lawyer, Aaron Dyer, the investigation took place weeks after Jones accused Diddy of sex trafficking in his misconduct lawsuit, which the rapper refuted. Combs was made fun of by 50 Cent when he was taken into custody when information about a federal indictment surfaced, which claimed that during the March searches on Combs' mansion's 50 Cent, police had found drugs and over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Not long after the author raids on his mansions, 50 Cent took advantage of the opportunity to make fun of Diddy in a now-deleted Instagram post. He shared a screenshot of a TMZ article about the raids and captioned it with a scathing statement, "Now, it's not Diddy doing it, it's Diddy done. They don't come like that unless they got a case." Additionally, 50 Cent shared a snapshot of Diddy's 2 boys in handcuffs, according to page 6. However, the picture was also removed soon after he added a suggestive comment that read __. "The feds are in all the cribs and the kids are in handcuffs as a result of the drama that is playing out." 50 Cent subsequently disclosed his intentions to create a documentary on Diddy and the related accusations when Diddy went to X in December to declare his innocence, saying, "Let me be absolutely clear, I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and the truth." 50 Cent recently shared a tweet on social media that included an article from Variety describing his impending documentary as a convoluted tale spanning decades. He included a snarky remark that read, "I've been telling why all about all this weird ___." What is 50 Cent's documentary about? Diddy. 50 Cent is expected to serve as executive producer via his business, Unit Film and Television. The documentary will explore the multiple claims of abuse that Diddy has faced and denied over the years. "I don't do puffy parties, you didn't believe me, but I bet you believe me now." Together with director Alexandria Stapleton, the statement, "This is a story with significant human impact. It is a complex narrative spanning decades, not just the headlines or clips seen so far." 50 Cent underlined the project's importance, saying, "We remain steadfast in our commitment to give a voice to the voiceless and to present authentic and nuanced perspectives." He also issued a warning saying that while Sean Combs' accusations are concerning, they shouldn't eclipse the larger achievements of hip-hop culture. "Our goal is to make sure that one person's acts don't overshadow the culture's larger accomplishments." Her allegations are shocking. She claimed that Diddy forced her to take drugs, coerced her into carrying his gun, and maintained a drug-fueled high-press lifestyle that led to repeated incidents of physical abuse. She also claimed that members of Diddy's staff witnessed several of these violent episodes. After years of keeping quiet about her turbulent relationship with Sean Diddy, she finally decides to speak up. Although Diddy's legal team vehemently denied the accusations, Ventura's statements showed that she first demanded $30 million from Diddy to publish a tell-all book detailing the alleged abuses she endured during their time together. Diddy's camp saw this as outright blackmail. Even though the original case was finally abandoned, the debate continued. Unfazed, Ventura went ahead and filed a formal lawsuit against Diddy, which eventually resulted in a settlement. The terms of this settlement are still unknown, which adds to the drama. For a while now, 50 Cent and Jaguar Wright have been warning the public about Diddy's alleged wrongdoing. The recurring accusations about Diddy Combs' efforts to coerce young girls into inappropriate circumstances for influential people in the music business have severely damaged his image. The beginnings of the famous female group Total, which rose to fame in the late 1990s, can be traced back to Key and Dyson, who founded the group long before Diddy joined the scene. However, many people in Hollywood are still ignorant of the real tale behind the group. K's mother served as their manager, and her sister V was a key member of the group. Even before Shanti joined, these young women were establishing themselves in the music business on their terms, forming relationships and landing deals on their own. They had started to build a fan base and draw attention to their talent before Diddy entered the picture. When Diddy entered the picture, the dynamics drastically changed, and the group's course was further altered with the addition of Missy Elliott, who contributed her distinct flair and songwriting skills. However, this change also had repercussions. It was disheartening to see Kima Dyson, who was instrumental in the establishment and success of Total, marginalized and shunned by the organization she helped create. This was especially true given that she was a straight woman with a husband and kids, and the contrast between her stable life and the more turbulent party. Just when fans thought they had seen it all, Diddy reappeared with his project Dirty Money. But many contend that his groups have continuously fallen short of their promise, causing a schism in the industry's famous-centric lifestyle. Despite their initial promise, critics contend that Diddy is the true cause of their poor performance. As conversations about Diddy become more heated and comparisons are made to the experiences of other artists like Angie Stone and Cassie Ventura, who recently sued him, it seems that Jaguar's scathing criticism of Diddy is striking a chord with an expanding audience. Wright has made grave accusations about Diddy, saying that he is a puppet for the Hollywood elite in addition to being involved in blatant sex trafficking. Wright doesn't hold back when talking about Diddy's relationships, implying a master-concubine dynamic. She specifically mentions his connection with F-Work Bentley, claiming that Diddy uses his fame as a tool to control and threaten her. A list of young artists who have been harmed by him. She notes that as I've grown older, I've learned to examine life more critically rather than just treating its symptoms, which led me to go further into the causes of the issues involving Malik B. and Flo Brown. I've come to understand that the only way to guarantee that an issue doesn't persist is to track it down to its source and completely remove it. In a recent interview, Fester revealed that she had no choice but to speak out against Diddy and his associates because they had it coming. She had originally intended to remain silent, but after they targeted her children on social media, she felt compelled to stand up for her family and tell the truth. Jaguar, I'm going to share something I've never revealed on camera before Wright started preparing to expose a story that could shake the industry. There was a Hollywood party, I won't name names, but if spirit gives it to you, I won't deny what you say. Wright pulled back the curtain on the glamorous facade that shade Diddy's website's project, implying that he is far from the stand-up man he presents himself to be online. Wright described an event with a well-known urban musician who wasn't black but had recently recorded a big hit. At the time, he was married to an actress, who taunted him before revealing that the artist's name was Robin Thicke. Thicke's father's home in Sunset Hills hosted the party, which she attended with an old friend named Jimmy, the vice president of Andre Harrold's record label, New America, as she explained the event. It became evident that it was anything but typical. A supermodel arrived, but was promptly ejected for having a highly offensive conversation. The visitors, including video girls dancing and even actor Michael Rappaport, who is renowned for his appearances in movies like Higher Learning and his current spat with Kevin Durant, were offended by her loud and improper behavior, Wright remembered. Wright also said that Andre Harrold, a comic who was formerly on MTV but has since lost popularity, was there, but the after-party antics were what captured the insanity of the evening. I observed that there were numerous party favors, if you get what I mean. She explained that the dancers were capturing everyone's attention, making some of the other women feel ignored. In a strange turn of events, the white girls decided to perform a love scene on the pool table near the fireplace because they were feeling ignored. She suggested that these kinds of incidents were common at Hollywood gatherings, and that parties can suddenly turn chaotic. Wright's revelations didn't end there. She referred to Diddy's associations with questionable people in the industry, which many have felt given his history of hanging around with influential but dubious people. The reasons for Diddy's long-sought freedom, despite a flurry of accusations against him, had become a topic of conversation, with industry insiders speculating that his position as the "I want to accomplish something that will get my mom out of here, and perhaps improve our condition, not simply pay for gas to travel there every day." This resolve inspired him to overcome the limitations placed on him by rapper May has also taken center stage, challenging Diddy over long-standing complaints about unpaid publishing rights from their partnerships more than 20 years ago. On social media, May expressed his annoyance at the way young artists frequently enter into unjust contracts with Diddy, trapping them in a never-ending cycle of conflict and exploitation. I could say this because I didn't say it to him. How do I phrase me and Puff? I felt like I accomplished more than I was compensated for, and Mace further explained his feelings in a tweet, admitting the seriousness of his predicament. You said that you felt okay, so let's address that before I attempt to be kind. I never had the recognition and compensation I deserved, so the contempt I received for Puff is more like you trying to keep me here when I'm not here. All of my peers are up here, and all of my peers are bosses. As Usher's criticisms of Diddy grew, Mace raised concerns about Diddy's treatment of young artists, adding to the chorus of voices challenging the status quo. Mace expressed the frustration that many artists feel when they are suppressed by an industry figure who controls their careers. He bemoaned that while others progressed and assumed leadership roles, he remained stagnant, confined to a position that Diddy seemed unwilling to let him escape. As tensions in the music industry rise, there is conjecture that people like 50 Cent might band together with these artists to end Diddy's career once and for all. In the midst of this, a TikTok video by user Blackstar suggested that boxing legend Mike Tyson might have insider knowledge about Diddy's previous relationships, but this claim is far from confirmed. The list that accompanied the video named prominent people like Jay-Z, Meek Mill, Prince Harry, Young Miami, and others. Despite the dramatic accusations, there is no evidence to prove the existence of such a list or that Tyson has any information or knowledge of comms related to this, according to a comment from Rick Ross, Usher, Justin Bieber, and Will Smith. 4 videos on the channel, including TikTok, have the same sensational title and thumbnail. They were all taken from a 20-minute YouTube video by Stardom Spy that was published on March 30, 2024. Although it has a few clips of Mike Tyson, none of them are relevant to the latest accusations against him. The YouTube video itself is a collection of reports on the Diddy scandal that contains unsubstantiated rumors and irrelevant media information with no clear relevance to the headline's claim. The concept of secret lists is similar to other well-known conspiracy theories, such as the debunked Epstein list, which unjustly connected several public figures to Jeffrey Epstein in the latter part of the financial year, without any solid proof. Mike Tyson's representative has since told Newsweek that the Diddy claim is completely untrue. The defense of a son, the 26-year-old son of Diddy, Christian Combs, better known as King Combs, released a new song earlier this month called Pick a Side, which bolsters his father and takes aim at critics, particularly 50 Cent. In March, during a search of their father's home, King Combs and his brother Justin were briefly handcuffed and detained by authorities, though neither was arrested or charged. Diddy's attorney Aaron Dyer spoke out against the incident. There is no justification for the disproportionate display of force and animosity shown by authorities or the treatment of Mr. Combs' children and staff during his trial, as there was a flagrant abuse of military-level force when search warrants were carried out at his homes. In a humorous social media post, King appeared to defend his father's innocence while mocking 50 Cent, saying, "I feel so threatened by the things Christian is saying on his record. I'm afraid for my life, please don't hurt me, guys." In another twist, 50 Cent quickly replied, "I feel so threatened by the things Christian is saying on his record, stop lying." 50 Cent posted a TMZ article about a purported documentary series called Did He Do It? And said, "I'm going to need more episodes if more victims keep coming out." How do you feel about claims for 50 cents? Please share your opinions in the comments section below, and remember to like, and until next time, subscribe for more unique stuff. Keep checking back.